Yeah, we're recording. No, yes, we're recording. It was delayed.
I learned that one the hard way. So, did you look at the album?
Don't know if this works.
Which part of it? Are we on fire? Am I on fire?
Yes. No, because, like, I don't know. I guess it works.
Okay.
What?
So, did you look at the album?
What album?
The shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Did you really look at it, though?
No.
Did you find the funny in it? You know who owns it?
No.
Dave's our owner now.
Oh.
So we
Okay.
have that going for us, which is great, right?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, anyways, Dave owns us. He said we're all going to split this 33 1/3%, which I'm pretty sure that leaves 0.1%, which I guess we can give that to Charlie.
You're a special kind of stupid, huh?
And we're just going to cut Trisha right out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got that. So we're going to do an unboxing video of the fucking third rendition of the FI fucking throttle body, which is the third time?
Yeah.
Third, yeah.
Third installation.
Third installation, second. Background on the piece of shit here. Or it might be great, I don't know.
Supposed to be great now.
Yeah. I bought one because I bought a motor that had one. And the motor that had one, which was great, lost oil pressure. So I decided to get the same thing because I already made all the fuel lines and everything, which made sense at the time. And then it turns out that it was a giant waste of my money and effort. The first one died, and then it sat in a box after they repaired it for a year. And then I put it on a truck, and then it died again. And what was it, 2 months ago, 3 months ago we went to get it back? Something
Yeah.
like that.
3 months ago now. It's been a while.
And during the whole ordeal, I guess they updated, what, the ECUs? And the
Yeah.
harness?
They told me it was the harness, the ECU. Has its own fuse block and relays maybe now or something.
So, what are the chances that when we open this, it is exactly the same?
It's a new box.
It isn't. Is it a new box?
I believe so. I don't think yours is that nice. No, yours
Holy
is
shit! It's a new box.
Yeah, yours is covered in overspray and shit.
Among other things. Armstrong, hardcore. All right.
There's your manual, the original.
Remote mount fuse and relay panel. Holy shit! It's different. Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's totally different.
That's
Well,
what they
now
were
we actually
saying.
have to do a review. Fuck. Okay, we'll have to read that a little bit more in depth after. So all of this is all new. They used to just have you make your own relays and hope for the best and gave you no real direction, which is fantastic.
Which we've already done.
Yep, twice. Ah, that's original.
Yeah. Didn't reprint your instructions.
No, assholes. I have my my fuel map here. I honestly thought about not sending this with it because they figured they would look at it and find a problem with that.
Right.
And then not warranty it.
They're like, this is evidence on why it doesn't work.
But like everything's right.
Yeah.
So, in the quick start guide. So we'll go over the guides a little bit more after the rest of this here. All right. They really did.
They put that in backwards.
They did. It smells
Wait,
like.
are the fuses on there?
I don't know. I gotta get the dikes.
Oh.
What is that? That's the new relay bot?
Yeah.
That's what they built.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me grab a dikes here.
Oh, they're minis.
Are they okay? Yeah. 1 year limited warranty.
Mm-hmm. That was 4 years ago.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
Is there another pigtail?
No. It's I'm assuming
Why?
it's on here. That's the O2 clamp.
From like the original.
Funny story. Captain fucking Welder with a 69 used this piece of shit.
Did not know that.
Yeah. I think I belittled him into changing it. That's the O2, right? So that must be the new.
But like, they give you a...
Some of it's still in the truck. We're gonna actually have to read this.
They didn't give us a pigtail to feed this.
I mean, I guess that's not a big deal. It's just a male, right?
Here, people.
Yeah, I do too. Anyways, so this is the same old deal. It's got a new IAC on it, so they must have changed that for some reason. I don't think they changed anything else on it. It looks like they cleaned it up real good, though. It's not yellow anymore. It was yellow from sitting.
Yeah.
TBI residue. all the goo. And you can tell they ran it. So that's cool. I guess it works. So as it turns out, you gotta do all this. all this here. And I didn't really account for that because I'm lazy. So we'll get back to that part of that eventually. Let's start with how to swap a carburetor to fuel injection when it's already been fuel injected, swapped to a carburetor, and then back to injection, and also back to a carburetor, all in the span of 6 months. Okay, we good now?
We're good.
Back to reality? When you install any carburetor or throttle body or anything of that nature, always use a new gasket. They don't reseal very well. I've proven this a couple times. Even like gaskets are only a couple days old, they tend to just always have some kind of leak afterwards. Or maybe it's just my intakes that are crooked. I don't know. Doesn't matter. They only go one way. Those studs are obviously not straight anymore. Or do I have it crooked? Maybe I have it crooked. No. Nope, the studs are just that bad. Hey, I didn't fix that hole.
Yeah.
Somebody else did.
Blame Vinny.
I will blame Vinny. This just drops on like...
Wow.
What?
Those really aren't straight.
Are they that bad?
They're not bad.
Well, I didn't build them. Doesn't matter. Point of story here, a throttle body go on truck. This goes on just like anything else does. Just try to be nice and easy with it and uh-oh. Oh god. Oh, it's bad.
It's bad.
It's real bad. There we go.
Man.
The thing to remember about carburetors and throttle bodies and anything, they are fairly sensitive to being over torqued or under torqued. And if you have one corner that's too far or you go way too far, you might have a throttle hang issue or a possible like return to idle issue if it's extreme. FiTech says about 15 foot-pounds on those, which is just over wrist height. So you don't have to kill them. And always, when you're doing one of these, add an extra ground to it because, well, FI says to. And more ground, better ground, right? Says the electrician over there behind me. You're really gonna hate me later on today when you have to start redoing all of this here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know.
We're not supposed to redo that much.
I'm gonna redo enough. So I'll put that on, and then if you remember, I was saying earlier, I had to cut that.
Your linkage.
Yeah. Which it doesn't want to reach now. Here we go. Yeah, so if you look at it, see how much I had to chop off of it for it to fit good?
Oh yeah.
I just shaved like a solid...
Yeah, that ear is way...
1/8 inch off of that.
Way out.
Yeah. It's supposed to be direct fit for like everything, and like it's just not. But you know, little chop. That's why the bolt and the zip tie was there in the carburetor. That's the CO2 sensor plug, right? And then we get the coolant temp sensor plug, and then these are the new plugs, which this is a whole new harness. It's very long.
Yes, it is.
It is very long.
That's cool. We can do whatever we want with it then.
That's good. So when you do a fresh install on one of these, on just say an older vehicle, you know, pre-fuel injected, you have to install an O2 sensor, which on this truck is in the stock location down in the driver's side manifold, factory TBI truck. So it had the one wire sensor, which is good enough location for what I'm trying to do here. Obviously, if you're running 600 horsepower, it'd probably be a better idea to move it. But they also give you one of these guys if you don't have access to a welder, or you know, don't have a stock place to put it. Exhaust gasket, and then a flange. It comes with 2 clamps, so you drill a hole and put that on. They'll have a location. It should be something like 12 inches from the merge collector, I think, is ideal, but I'm not going to split hairs on this. Another thing you have to add is a coolant temp sensor, which ordinarily isn't a big deal. On this truck, I actually had to swap the stock unit for the temp sensor from the head to up here, and I had to move the coolant sensor for the FiTech to the cylinder head just to get the threads to line up, because I guess this old torquer intake just has weird threads. They have adapters that you can make pretty much anything work. I don't know why, but this intake had threads that just didn't match anything on the face of the planet. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember you found an adapter in your bed that would have worked.
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, so that's the last of the terminations, and the new FiTech harness, as discussed earlier, has some updates with some relays and things. So I guess this isn't exactly a straightforward install anymore. Some stuff has to get undone and then redone. And I'm going to take a step back here and let somebody else handle this, because I'm not the wiring guy. I do everything else. I don't wire. Yeah, I don't do wiring, but my left hand does. Mm-hmm. So what he was trying to do, FiTech and Holley's have an RF noise issue from time to time. I don't know if that's still a problem, but when these were first bought, it was a problem. And so what people were doing is taking this RF shielding and putting it over the RPM signal wire, and that's all you do there. But you have to ground one side of it so it actually pulls the RF signals away from the wire, is my rough understanding of it. My electrical background is not very great, but you know, here we are. Also, side fact, I have no idea who this is. I've never met him before in my life. All right, got a cold start. Truck's been sitting all weekend. Finally got the firmware back from FiTech and did a little bit of a baseline setting on it. So hopefully after sitting all this time, it should just fire right up. 57 degrees, 60. AFRs are good right off the bat. The IAC steps are obviously high because it's cold and high idling. You want those, like 3 to 10. And just try to go for a short little ride up the road real quick and then call this done. G-forces! So now that the truck's warm, you can see you got your IAC steps are relatively steady, probably 5 to 10 in this particular case. Idle's right where it should be. I have it set at 770. It's gonna hunt a little bit. The fans are gonna come on in about 2 seconds here. Then you can actually watch the IAC jump up to about 13, 14, something in that area. And the RPM will go up as well. The electric fans are controlled by the FiTech. And there go the fans. And everything's working as it should, finally. We're gonna call that the end of the FiTech install for now. It does need a lot of fine-tuning. They say they're self-learning. They can only do so much. The fuel trims tend to be fairly high. I can go over that in detail some other time. But it does start, it does run, it'll do a lap around the neighborhood. The truck needs a ton more work before it's ready to go cross country or anything anyways, but I do trust the FiTech currently to not burn up again for the third time because they changed the relays and everything. But at the end of the day, it's installed, it works. It's got a couple issues. The throttle tends to hang a little bit mechanically. I think that's from the deck surface of the intake. I'm going to try to do something about that, and when I go about that project, we'll check back in with that. So thank you for tuning in and enjoying some of my banter, and hopefully you subscribe and like videos, and we can try to make more.